The grade A Kansas facing Michigan State. Charlie Bell finding A.J. Granger. Likes the visual. You know who else does? Mateen Gleaves watching his Spartans build a 16-point halftime cushion. Spartans go inside in the second half. Andre Hudson to Al Adaganye. Wow. More Michigan State. Off the long pass. Mike Chappelle. The Kansas outlet pass knocked away, saved by Mo Pete, Morris Peterson, and then here we go. Follow me now. There's the save by Mo Pete. That's the finish. That's all you need to know by Hudson. Michigan State up huge. Kansas would come back off the full court press. Jayhawks getting the turnover. Kenny Gregory. KG, 14 points. He wasn't done. More pressure D. Nick Bradford this time, the thief. Finding Gregory. Another easy two. But Michigan State held their ground. Peterson, just 3 of 14 from the field, but he did have 10 points and 10 boards, and the Spartans go on to the victory, 66-54.
As in solid. Tough runner just inside the three-point line, and he hits it. Later, watch Elamine use Jake Bosco's pick, and this time he buries the three. It's working. Stick with it. Watch him use the Edmund Saunders pick for the three. He had 4 threes, Colin, 8 of UConn's first 12 points. Later, Kevin Freeman drives, but Lauren Woods, the big block on the freshman. Dickie V, what up?
I'll tell you one thing, this has got NCAA tournament feel to it. It's got that kind of energy and that kind of electricity.
Hoops Malone at his best. Later in the first, UConn up 3. Edmund Saunders gets a steal. UConn defense brings it up, gives it to Elamine, who misses, but Saunders is there to follow with the tip, and UConn up 5 as they continue to crash the glass. Next possession, Kevin Freeman misses a 3. But Saunders, another offensive putback, and Aju Dang finally to tip it in. UConn led by 7 at the break. Huskies scored 10 more second chance points than Zona in the first half. Second half, Cats down 8. Richard Jefferson misses. Lauren Woods, the pride of Cardinal Ritter High School in St. Louis, grabs the rebound. Same possession. Gardner misses. Woods, another offensive board. This time takes care of business himself. He had 9 boards. Arizona down 6, 50-44. Later in the second, UConn up by 4, shot clock winding down. Jefferson blocks Freeman's shot. Gardner ahead to Jefferson for the slam. He had 8, and here come the Cats, Dickie V.
Now here comes Elamine. He's going to slide right behind the foul line, and he's wide open here. Right here. Freeze it. See, right here. He's got to get the ball in this area here. Makes things happen once he's in this lane. And then he's going to go right through again. Look, freeze it. Right here. Got to get the ball to the big fella. He'll make things happen.
But they weren't getting the ball to him. Under 4 minutes to go, Zona down 5. Luke Walton, nice pass to a Cotton Woods. He jammed it home. He had 16. He was Cottonwood. Wildcats down 3. UConn up 6. Shot clock winding down under 2 to go. Albert Mooring to Jake Bosco. The feathery touch. He had 6. UConn by 8. And then on the same possession, Mooring steals the inbounds and feeds Saunders. No, that's why we call them highlights. Part of an 11-0 run. And UConn wins 78-69. Cats suffer their first loss of the season, while UConn has now reeled off 6 straight after that season opening loss. Wisconsin, that's the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, Mike Kelly for Wisconsin. See, he comes up with steals. This is why he was not the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year. He blows the layup. Kelly, however, would make up for it. Wisconsin, though, turns the ball over, but Kelly hustles back for another steal. I'm not done. Kelly, one more time, into the passing lane, grabs the pass off of Ivan Wagner. And then the same possession, Trevon Davis dishes to John Bryant, who drains the 3. Mike Kelly's 10 steals break his own Big Ten record. Wisconsin has 13 steals in the game, and they win it 61-45. The Horns 45 points, the school's fewest since January 26, 1985, when TCU beat them. The Horns have now lost 2 straight games since winning the Puerto Rico shootout.
Purdue looking to beat Illinois State for a 7th straight time, and the Boilers on the run in the second half. This was a close game at the break. Off the miss by Carson Cunningham. Off the miss, Carson Cunningham would hit Rodney Smith, who lays it up. That's a foul. Boilers up 6. Later in the second, Purdue continues to roll, courtesy of Jawan Cornell. Boilers 10 of 17 from 3-point range. Still in the second, more Purdue. Cunningham. Nice no-look to Maynard Lewis. Cunningham with 13 points. Robinson with 10. 19 each for Cornell and Maynard Lewis. 2 of the 5 Boilers.
On against Arkansas, J.R. Raymond makes the steal for Oklahoma. He feeds Hollis Price for the layup. And then on the inbounds, Eduardo Nahara comes up with the steal, and he puts it in. Part of an 8-0 Sooner run to close the half, tied at 32. Second half, Oklahoma doesn't let up. Nahara steals it in the post. Raymond up to Price. Back to Raymond. I'm told everybody loves Raymond. That made it 53-41. Kelvin Sampson approves. His squad wins. Yes, class. 66-52. UNC Charlotte versus Miami, second half. 49ers down by 2, and they give it to Joby Thomas. He hits a 3. We did the math. They're up by 1. Joby Thomas, baseline 3, 41-34. I sense a theme. Joby Thomas. He had 7 of them. UNCC wins 75-65.
Kentucky using D to build a big lead early. Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince will be king. Wildcats up 41-16 at the break. Second half, Tubby Smith. Okay, guys, get off the bench and get in the game. But it doesn't get any easier for the Bulldogs. Marvin Stone down low. 2 of his 12. Wildcat starters enjoying a 54 run by the reserves. More Kentucky D. Saul Smith, the thief, up to Desmond Allison. And look who's trailing. Jamal McClure, one-handed yet. 86-41 the final. NC Asheville now 0-8, extending the school's worst start in history. Kentucky stops at skid. Reggie Witherspoon, team to face. Campbell in the paint. He's just heating up. Seconds remaining in the first half. Davis Lawrence is going to fire away. He's short. Loose ball.
And he gets the ball back. It's loose as it going out of bounds. Campbell saves and lets it go. Oh! Lewis Campbell!
Buffalo leading by 5. Campbell 17 first half points. Bill Guthridge, what about his team? Jason Capel, the spar. 13 points for Capel. Heels up 3. And then Ed Cota, playmaker, finding Brendan Haywood. 8 points, 12 boards for Big B. And then Julius Peppers off the bench. Carolina. It's a blowout. Must have been a case of too many Buffalo wings because the Tar Heels were dragging early on in that first half. They actually missed 12 of their first 13 shots, but Capel helped lead the wake-up call with those 13 points and 12 boards. Joseph Forte adding 19. Next up for North Carolina, a date with top-ranked Cincinnati Wednesday night in the Grade 8. The 4-0 Hoosiers visiting 5-1 Missouri. Kareem Rush. Penetration, dishing, Keon Dooling, 21 points for Dooling. Tigers by 9 at the break. Bobby Knight. Yuck. Second half, Hoosiers down 2. Kirk Hastings. Don't call him a reserve. He's a part-time pleaser. 17 points. We're tied at 66. Same score, under a minute to go. Hastings looking. Who's cutting? It's 5. Indiana's first lead of the game, and they don't blow it from there. Hoosiers were down 16 in the first half of this game. What got Indiana going again? Perhaps by 2 with a minute 4 left in the second half. When? Drew Nicholas is going to find some room. Cash. Game tied at 62. We're heading to OT. In OT, Terrence Morris goes to work for Maryland, as he should. He is the go-to guy. 6 of his 19 points coming in overtime. He also had 14 rebounds, and Maryland finds a way. The Butler almost did it, though. Maryland, though, wins its 68th straight non-conference home game, the nation's longest current streak. Let's face it, the Terps look tired playing their 3rd game in 4 days. Said Terps coach Gary Williams, hey, blame me. I'm the guy who scheduled these games. The Eagles, the defending Big South champs, meanwhile, now 0-22 against the ACC. Number 9 and undefeated Syracuse facing Albany. First time in 81 seasons. Tony Bland. Anything but. He finished with 10 points and 6 boards. Cuse up 24-8. Scott Hicks wants to go home. And then Deshaun Williams. Williams with 13 points. No issues for Syracuse. The Orangemen win by 40. Undefeated, but he's unhappy. He's the coach of the number 1 Cincinnati Bearcats, but that didn't stop Bob Huggins from ripping into his players following their last game, attacking their ice. You know, intelligence, commitment, and effort. Among the offenders, senior forward Pete Michael, who's averaging just under 11 points and 4 boards a game. Michael looked to snap out of the funk against North Carolina in the Grade 8, our SportsCenter showcase game. His teammate, Kenyon Martin, ecstatic. Dick Vitale will be a part of this highlight. Early in the first half, Joseph Forte on the break, going airborne over the 6'9", 230-pounder, Kenyon Martin. Now watch the spot shadow. The freshman point guard, Kenny Satterfield, against the zone. Satterfield penetrating into the lane, drawing the D, making the bounce pass to Michael. Great decision-making by the first timer. Then Cincy on the run. Off the miss, Martin flying for the follow jam. 16 points, 9 boards. Cincy by 9 early on. Still in the first half, Will Johnson with a board. His putback block by Martin. Martin with 4 blocks in this game, and Sutterfield the other way, feeding DeMar Johnson for the flush. Cincy up by 11. And then Sutterfield again on the break. Look at this smart move. Stops and hits a cutting Martin. That diaper dandy is impressive, Dick.
Watch Satterfield now under control. He's got great vision. Looks to his left. There's the diagonal pass and a drop off.
Cincy by 12 at the break, but in the second, Heels on the run off the inbounds. Max Owens likes the view. 3 of his 18 points. More Heels, Brendan Haywood. Nice turnaround, Jay. How did that happen, Hoops?
See right here. Freeze it right here. Freeze it. See, once he gets him on his back here and it's inside, he's got himself a deuce. There's no way Tate can play him in there.
Heels now down just 4, and then Owens. Off balance, big deal. Leaner in the lane, Heels within 2. But Cincy would have an answer. That's why they're number 1 off the break. Steve Logan to the freshman Sutterfield, who leaves it for Pete Michael. Finger roll. Great play, Dick.
Look at the New York City kid. I mean, he's going to give it up. There he is, giving up the rock to the trailer, and there's Michael finishing it.
One last run for Carolina, Haywood. Nice spin move on Jermaine Tate. The jam and the foul, 14 points for Brendan. Heels down 6, but Cincy just too much. So talented. Michael, tough leaner, the foul, 21 points. For Pete Michael as he's launched the missiles all game long, and Cincy wins at 77-68. Michael, who grew up in Illinois, responding to his coach's tirade in the form of those 21 points, and he had 5 boards. The Bearcats beat North Carolina for the first time ever. Kenyon Martin's domination of Brendan Haywood inside the difference. So did the fact that Tar Heels played a game in Buffalo the night before. Now you know why the Bearcats are number 1.
Minus his point guard, Pepe Sanchez against Gonzaga. John Chaney, you know you're going to play some serious D. In the first half, that matchup zone causing all sorts of problems. They basically force you to shoot from the outside. Keaton Sanders then comes out and, well, he forced Ryan Floyd's miss from 3. Richie Fromm reverses it. Temple's rotation forces another reversal. Again, Sanders. Again, he comes out. Again, another miss. Gonzaga 2 of 19 from 3 in the first. Temple's up 8 at the break. Fromm gets an open look in the corner. He's going to pass that one up, and the ball gets stolen by Lynn Greer. We're going the other way for a layup. Temple wins easily without Sanchez, 64-48. And despite our attempts to point out Temple's terrific defense, John Chaney wasn't buying any of it. That long since he's been tossed out of the game. Less than 7 minutes in, 2 tees, and he's gone. Left the building, watched it on TV. Late second, an 8-0 TCU run. They're up 65-63 after the Larry Alloway bucket. Chris Young, inbound pass, backs in, 13 points. We're tied at 65 with 15 to go. Boyer was flying. Estelle Laster, 19, no good. Young, 7 boards from half court. We're going to OT, tied at 65. Now 70 all. C.J. Chapman takes the feed for 3, got them all. 3 of 6 from deep. Princeton up 3, they win by 5. TCU assistant Brian Fish. This is Coach Tubbs' team. Western Illinois, Jaron Cornell driving, drawing, dishing, look out. Greg McQuay, 6 of 7 from the field. Later in the first, off one of 30 Western turnovers. Mike Robinson, Brian Cardinal, a 15-2 run. More problems for the Leathernecks, who played with stone hands. Watch McQuay, one of 4 on this fast break. He's added 3.5 inches to his vertical leap. Last year, he could barely touch the bottom of the net. Look at him now. And then with the shot clock winding down, Cardinal. This takes not only, 3 seconds to get down, so you do get 3 for it, and they win big, 83-48. They're very animated. Gene Katie has seen his own act on TV and says he's now a changed.
Opening moments of the first half, Dane 5 had Billy issues. I misses the dunk. And 5, layup, no. Blocked. Then 5 has it blocked again. 5 was 1 of 8 from the field, and Bob Knight Hoosiers actually trailed by 2 early. But then, of course, the Hoosiers became the Hoosiers, and Buffalo became Buffalo. Larry Richardson with the block, ahead to A.J. Guyton, who throws it down. He had 22. That's part of a 19-0 Hoosier run. Second half, Larry Campbell loses the inbounds. 5 ahead to Lewis.
He does pick it up. Campbell couldn't touch it.
And Lewis is going to find Guyton for one of his 4 threes. 106-55 is your final. It's a mere 51-point blowout, the largest margin of victory for the Hoosiers in the. Tony Harris leading the volunteer charge. Del Baker finishing it. He had 4 balls coming back. Ball's down 2, under a minute 40 to go. Harris buries the 3, then tries to bury the Blue Raiders, pumping up the crowd. He had 23 points and 10 assists. Blue Raiders huddle with 10 seconds left, down by 1. They're going to Ron McKnight on the baseline, but Ron slays him with the offensive foul, and the Vols hang on, 78-77.